What's up, traders? How you doing, friends? Justin here with Good Kids Trading. Today's March 31st, 2024. Taking a look at April 1st, the week of April 1st, April Fool's Day. We have new candles. Can you believe it's already 3 months into the year? What I like to do at the end of each month is just look at the monthly candles. You can see here in TradingView, I have the monthly candles up. SPY is looking really good. I mean, we have what, 5 months in a row of just strong, bullish buying. It's a little unusual, but the market is telling us what it wants to do. We just have to follow it. That's really strong on SPY. Looking at the Qs, we have a little bit less strength in the Qs, but still, I guess you could call this a hammer. It kind of has a little bit of a bigger upper wick on Qs, but still very, very strong in the markets. Markets are looking really good. I like to look at the indexes, just have a look at what's going on. Like I said, let's look at the monthly candles. Tomorrow's April 1st. Don't be fooled, all right? I have a little bit of a bearish candle here on some biotech, but what happens if we break out above this? There's a little bit of room to run. There's a little bit of possible resistance here, but biotech is not looking quite as strong as something like the materials. Look at this candle we had on materials, really strong candle. Communications, same thing. Looks a lot like SPY, right? Very strong, almost hitting all-time highs on the communications. I tell you, another energy sector is hugely strong. Look at this candle, this March candle on XLE, which is the energy sector. Super strong here. Pay attention to this move. This is a really big move. I don't know if we're going to see a pullback, but play it until you want to play these until you see the trend change, right? Taking a look over at technology, it looks a little bit more like Qs, right? Not quite as strong, but still, I mean, all-time highs, looking really good. I tell you, industrials, we've had just two huge bullish candles, February and March. January was a little bit smaller, but I want you to take a look at this chart pattern right here. You see this small, almost like a hammerish candle. It retraced about half of the previous candle. This is something you look for, and you want to play this bullish. If you see this candle on other charts, which you might even see today, this is a really nice bullish candle. You just put your entry right above it, put your stop down here, and you play it until it works. Taking a look over here at consumer staples, not quite as strong, but look at the big move we've had, right? And we are breaking out with a nice bullish candle. Healthcare, XLV, also looking pretty strong. We have a smaller bullish candle. This was some selling last month, or I guess we should say in February, because this is March's candles. But things are looking really good. Consumer discretionary, do you see the candle that I just mentioned a second ago? We have like a little inside hammerish candle here. Look to play this bullish. If we get a nice close above this candle, take this bullish, see what happens. Utilities also looking pretty good. They've been really range bound. Utilities have been really range bound. They're kind of boring, right? They're boring stocks. We've got a nice breakout here in March. Utilities look pretty good. Some earnings. Earnings are boring this week. Can I tell you how boring earnings look? I mean, I really don't see a lot to sell in earnings. And I love to sell earnings. Like, the most exciting company I see is Conagra Foods. Like, that's about as boring, like frozen corn. I think that's about as boring as it gets. So there's not a lot on the earnings front this week. And I love to sell my puts. I love to trade earnings gaps. It's just not going to happen this week. So what am I going to do? Well, like I said, we have monthly charts to look at. I have some really cute charts, I believe. I'm not huge on certain stocks, but I don't mind trading them. Like I'm looking at Abbott, right? Abbott looks like it could break out. I don't know. Is it going to break out? But look, you have a nice risk to reward here. Depending on where you put your stop, you might be able to get a little bit over 1 hour. Just take a look at this one. It's not my favorite chart, but I do like how we have some indecision here. We're closing above all the moving averages on the monthly. These are monthly time frames that I'm looking at, so these trades are going to take a little bit longer, right? Aflac, like the duck, right? Look at this candle. Nice. I would call it a Morningstar. We don't quite have a bearish candle here, but this is a huge, super bullish candle. What a huge trend in this. You can already see it. I don't know if you see it, but this is definitely a wave 5 that we're working on the monthly. Am I going to play it? Probably not, but I do like this chart. I like how we're closing above my purple line, which is monthly resistance. Aflac looks pretty good. This is a stock, C.H. Robinson is a stock that pays really good dividends, and I think this is a really nice chart pattern. I will be taking this trade. We have the moving average here on the monthly. We have two nice little hammer candles. Just depending where you want to put your stops. I like this trade. I don't know if you're going to get a full R out of it. It kind of depends how you set it up. But I think this is a pretty trade. I would like to see it close above the moving average, above these two Two candles right here. Could this roll over? Absolutely. Could it come back down to the red line? It could. If you've noticed, it's never really touched the red line. Every time it's gone below the blue line, it went below right here, went below the 100, went below the 100 here, and it is below the 100 here. It is closing below the 100. It's never really done that except for right here where it made a nice morning star reversal. You see that morning star reversal there? Really nice 3-chart pattern. Hammer right off the 100. So it is a little bit weaker. Could it bounce here? I think it very possibly could. I would like to see it close above that. We talked about energy being really strong, right? Sorry, I got all these lines here. You can barely see what's going on, right? But look at that hammer candle that we have on Chevron last month, I guess March candle. I like this play. I'm in this. We're in this in our Discord. I have some spreads. I have some shares. I like Chevron longer term. I think this is a good play. They pay a dividend if you want to own shares. This looks really good to me. Disney also looks really strong. I know it's made a really nice move. Like it is up how much? It's up like 50%, right? In just a few months. This still looks really strong to me. I would like to see a little retest off the 100. Take it higher for a nice little move. What does it look like? Maybe something like this. Can you get this? I don't know. But I would definitely look for something probably like this. I don't hate that trade at all. Hood, I'm in this for my Modest Money Maverick account challenge, my small account challenge. I'm in Hood. We have two nice bullish candles. Are we going to get back to 45? I don't think we're going to get back to 45. Like that's going to be double. We're not going to get back there like next month. You don't expect to see like huge candles like this, but they did have some good news. I think Hood looks good. It's breaking out of this consolidation. You see this consolidation that it was in for almost 2 years, right? The longer you see it in consolidation, the higher it can break out. So don't be afraid to take Hood long here. I think it still looks good. Las Vegas Sands, we set this trade up. I just think it's a cute candle. I don't know if it's going to work out. We never know if it's going to work out, right? But that's why we have stops. That's what stops are for. I like this trade. It looks a little bit better on the daily. To be honest with you, I kind of deleted the candles already, but I like the close above all the moving averages. I think we have a little bit more at Las Vegas Sands. I think that looks pretty good. Medtronics is a stock that I just love to hate, and mainly because I tried to trade it right here in this like ABC correction, and it just didn't go well for me. This looks pretty good, right? We have like a reverse Oreo chart. I don't know if that's a real thing or not, but this looks pretty good to me, especially if you go on a smaller time frame and you look at the daily. Like that is a nice bullish candle. And then we have a small inside candle here. There was some selling pressure here, so we'd want to see what this turns out to be this week. But take a look at this. I still think you might be able to get a retest here. If it misses me, it misses me. That's just how it goes. I'm fine with not setting up a trade, but I do like Medtronic. Let's look at Marvell. I am on the daily. Let's go back to the monthly. That's a nice candle. Do you see why I set it up that way? I like that gap up. I love we're closing above that. It looks like it has some room to run. You look here on the monthly, and we see a lot of indecision here. So this is one where it doesn't look great on the monthly, right? Looks okay on the weekly. There was some selling, but I'm playing this one from a daily time frame. Can you tell? Hopefully you can see that. And, why didn't you put your stop way up here, Justin? Well, because I just think that it's possible that we could see a retest. It looks like if we do break above this, we have some room to run. I don't see a lot of resistance here in Marvell. I know that this is a chip stock. It's not like NVIDIA. It hasn't gone straight up. It's not exactly the same, but I do like that candle on the daily at least. NextEra Energy. Full disclosure, I haven't had a lot of luck with this. I know I've already talked about this one in the past, but looks like a double bottom, possibly. I love the higher lows. I love the compression here. I think this looks good. Yes, we do have a couple moving averages to break through. Can we get up to the purple line? That would be awesome. Can we even get a little bit lower and still make over 1R? Absolutely. Looks pretty good to me. Toast, talked about this one as well in my last week's video. But this looks good, pretty good. We've been really range bound. I would love to see it break out here. I think it's going to look a little bit better on a daily chart of why I like this one. But so we're just kind of breaking out. I think this has some room to run. There's a lot of room before we get into some resistance. We do want to see it kind of actually break out. I'm in this trade right now. I have like a half an hour in it. I'm waiting for a breakout before I get into my other half of the trade. But I do like Toast. This is the company that you see at all the restaurants. They have the little credit card readers. Target. Like, look at this candle on Target. It's finally getting to the point where huge buying coming in, nice volume. This looks really good for continuation. It closed above all of this resistance from the last 2 years. Yes, it has had a little bit more of a dip. Is this a nice Can you see how you can combine more than one candle and get a nice Morningstar reversal? Could you have played this? Am I looking in hindsight a little bit? Yeah, absolutely. But you can learn from this. But like, look at that nice Morningstar reversal if you were to play these 4 candles. And I mean, I look for like 1.2 in this kind of a market, so I would have hit that pretty quickly. But always look for like that Morningstar reversal. Even if you're on the monthly, weekly, daily, it doesn't really matter. I think Costco looks a little weak. I mean, this sort of looks like a shooting star candle on the monthly. Maybe this is wishful thinking because not only do I have a covered call at 7:05 on this one, and I would love to not get called away. I'm fine getting called away here, but I would love for this to come back down and start getting a little bit closer to the moving averages. It's just extended so far. At least trade sideways a little bit. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 really strong bullish candles here. I would love to see a retest of Costco. Is this going to be a reversal candle? We're going to find out next month, right? Cisco is not my favorite stock. I talked about the pennant pattern that we saw on the daily here. It broke to the high side, right? And then it sold off immediately. So the pennant broke out. I'm going to be watching this one. And this is going to be my plan for this week. Just telling you right ahead of time. You can follow me in Discord, goodkidstrading.com/join. It's free. You can see the trades in real time. This one's paying a dividend on Thursday, I believe. Oh, Wednesday. Wednesday is paying a dividend of 40 cents. Not quite 1%. It's a $50 stock, right? But I will probably look to buy some shares if Cisco is trading all right. I'll buy 100 shares. I will sell a covered call. It's called a buy right. So not only will I collect the 40-cent dividend, but I'll go ahead and sell this Friday's covered call and collect hopefully another 40 cents. So I can double my dividend in a week and collect almost 2% on a $40 stock. I'll do that all day long. The rest of my list is going to be talking about dividends. I know people say dividends are boring, but here we go with Comcast. They're paying a 31-cent dividend on Tuesday, April 2nd. This chart does not look terrible, right? I mean, we're getting some closes above the moving averages. This is definitely a trade that I will be considering putting on Monday, April 1st. Not April Fool's Day. I'm not fooling you. I will be looking at this trade for sure. Cisco. Look, I got 2 Ciscos on this week. Cisco, this is the food company Cisco, right? And they also have a dividend. 50 cents. I know it's an $80 stock. This one huge candle got me. I'll be honest with you. I was in this. I had a covered call and I got called away. But this used to be a lot closer to a 1% dividend. It's not anymore. Their options are not quite as great and as liquid as some of the other stocks. But when you get with dividend stocks, a lot of times the options aren't going to be as good as like a Tesla or Nvidia or one of the popular growth stocks. There's always a trade-off, right? You're not going to get as much premium, but you also get more of a range-bound stock. Like, right? This stock's been pretty range-bound after this huge bullish candle on earnings. Imagine that. Restaurants still need food. People are going out to eat. Cisco's still doing well. Going to be looking at dividend on Thursday. I know we've talked about a lot of dividend stocks. I know you can't always be in all of them, but let's just take a look. Bristol Myers, look at all this. I've already pointed this out. Like I still like this chart. I know that there's like a lot of battles going on here, but there's a lot of buying on this particular candle that got taken out. It looks like it's heading back to at least test right up here. We have a dividend coming up on Thursday again, 60 cents. So that's over 1% on Bristol Myers Squibb. It's a drug company if you don't know. I'm going to be looking at that one as well. Will I buy 100 shares? Will I sell a covered call? Very possibly. And you might be saying, hey, Justin, I don't have enough money to buy 100 shares. That's fine. You can always buy 5 shares, right? You can still collect some money. It doesn't matter how many shares you buy. If you don't have a large account, you can buy a smaller amount. You can buy 1 share of each and just collect a little bit of extra money and just get the hang of doing this. JP Morgan is one of my largest positions. We have a dividend coming up on Thursday as well. I'm actually in a collar on this one. I bought this one way back in our supposed banking crisis. So this is where I bought all of my shares of JP Morgan. Sold a lot of puts down here. So my cost basis is like 140. We're sitting at almost $200 a share, a little over $200 a share. So I have a nice little collar here. If I get called away, that's fine. I think I have like a 205, 190, I believe. Yeah, 205, 190, something like that. So no matter what happens, I'm good here. I'll be collecting a $1.15 dividend on all of my shares on Thursday. That is going to be a really nice paycheck for me. Another really boring stock that I really enjoyed, and then it decided it's going to gap up because apparently everyone needs spices now. I sure hope this company still sells spices. I think they do. But McCormick and Schmidt, I think Schmidt kind of broke away, so now they're McCormick and Company. I've traded this company a lot. They pay a really nice dividend, 39 cents. I know it's like half of it, but 42. What do we have coming up on Friday? We have 42 cents. I'll be looking to see if I can get into this one maybe on Thursday. Can I sell a Friday call and just see if I get called away on one day and collect a dividend. That is going to be my plan. This week we don't have a lot of earnings. I love earnings gaps. I'm going to have to look at different ways to try to generate some money, and it's going to be in dividend stocks. Boring dividend stocks. That's my style of trading. If you want more information, you should subscribe to the channel. Check out goodkidstrading.com. That's all I have for today. I hope you have a great week. Check out some monthly candles. It's April. It's a brand new month. We've had 3 really bullish months. Would I like a pullback? Absolutely. Will I get one? Probably not. The market looks really strong. I don't know what we have sitting in front of us. We still have like 21 DTE until regular April options. So we have to get out there and put on a little bit of risk. I have a lot of money in cash. SGov, pulling in 5%. I'm fine with that after this huge move, but I still think there are opportunities in the market, and I think we should put on a little bit of risk. That's it for today. I'll see you in Discord tomorrow. Have a great day.